Hey guys, Lindsay here. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be the unboxing for my monthly The Collective Cosmetics subscription box. I already can tell you I love this box. This one, like the colors in this one are just so gorgeous for spring, and the highlighter I think is my favorite highlighter so far. So let me go ahead and show you everything. So the theme for this month's box is called the Ides. I do already have my 3 shadows in my little Collective Cosmetics case. So this is the new row right here. So I'll cover up these and we'll read through which the shades are. So the first color that you see is called Spirina, and it's a shimmery coral pink. The second color is Betrayal, and it's an ashen green matte shadow. And then the last color is called Temptation, and it's supposed to be a deep blue-green shadow. And that one is on their permanent line, so you could buy that separately if you want. But these other 2 shades are exclusive only to the box. For the lippy, this time it is a gorgeous bright coral color, so beautiful. I'll swatch just a little bit on my hand here. Look how gorgeous that is, very beautiful. So this is their eye and lip lacquer. Like I've mentioned before, I pretty much only use these as lip products, but they are eye safe if you want to do a glossy eye look. But the shade of this one is called Brute, and it's just a vibrant coral orange eye and lip lacquer. And then last but not least, we have the Roman, which is a delicate peach wet looking powder highlighter. So let me show you what the highlighter looks like. So that is the highlighter. Now let me show you how beautiful this is. Like literally, this is my favorite. It's just stunning. Okay, so first, just a little line swatch. And now let's spread it out. So that is the gorgeous highlight sheen you're gonna get. Absolutely stunning, absolutely. I'm just in love with that color. I like a good shimmery highlight, and the thing I love about the Collective Cosmetics highlighting formula is I do feel like once you kind of spread it out like that, it just looks wet. I mean, it's something about that glittery formula. I don't know how they do it. Like I said, it reminds me of the Rihanna one, the Diamond Bomb, the Fenty Diamond Bomb. It's just beautiful. And then the boxes do always come with accessories. This month it came with 2 little bottles of gold leaf. Now I have never worked with gold leaf before, so I honestly don't know what to do with this. Both of the looks that Sarah and Joe posted on their Instagram, they used them in various manners on their face, so maybe I'll try that. I might have to do a little Googling to see. I don't know if I'm supposed to do some glitter glue underneath it or what, but I think it's a fun little thing to push me out of my comfort zone and try something new. So I'm gonna try to use this somewhere in my look just so that I will try something new. Before I go into swatches, I guess in case you're new and you haven't ever watched my videos before for these boxes, which you should, I'll link them down below. In case you're curious, this box that I purchased is the Decadence box. It's the kind of whole shebang box, and it retails for $50. You get everything that I just showed you. And then there's another box which is called the Austere box, and it retails for $27. It only comes with 2 of the shadows and the lip lacquer, and I think you also get the accessories. So pick your poison based on what you're interested in. I personally love getting things like the highlighter. That's probably my favorite part of getting these products is the fun highlighters. And then of course I like getting all 3 of the shadows because I like expanding my singles collection. So let me pop swatches on my hand real quick, or my arm, just so that you can kind of see the colors. I'm just gonna do like just a really quick kind of messy swatch, but I forgot. I literally just took pictures for my Instagram. Oops, that one's a little powdery. I literally just took pictures for my Instagram and told myself not to take them off, and then I did. So there you go. So you can see, this is the kind of like dusty green color. Here's your blue green and that gorgeous pink. So yeah, these are some really beautiful colors. And I don't think it's coming off. Let me show you on my finger to see if it shows any better. This pink, see if you can see that shift. It has a very subtle shift in there. So I'm wondering maybe if I wet the shadow, if that'll stand out. I don't know. So yeah, let me try to figure out what I'm gonna do with the eyes. I may or may not come back with one eye done. I haven't decided. Like if I can kind of come up with a game plan beforehand, I'll just show you guys as we go through it. But if I need to play around with it, then I'll show you one I already done. So we'll see. All right, so to start out, I'm gonna prime my lids with my Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden, and I am going to leave this tacky. So for the first shade, I'm going into Betrayal, and I'm using this on a kind of fluffy but smaller blending brush just to work this all through the crease. So once I have the color laid down, I'm gonna work on blending it a little bit upward onto the brow bone. This is going to be a cut crease, obviously, so I want most of the color concentrated in the crease area. and I am flaring it out a good bit so that I can make that kind of tail wing type of shape. Then using a very detailed blending brush, I'm going into Temptation, and I'm blending this directly into the crease just to really add that gorgeous deep bluish green shade, and again, winging it out to match the outer portion. Then just using a completely clean brush, I'm just softly blending over the top edges of the colors. And then I'm jumping back into the kind of ashy green shade just to blend the two shades together. Then I'm going to cut out the crease. I am cutting the crease completely. You can see I'm kind of just looking up to get that shape and then cutting out that little tail wing area. And then I did kind of use a more foundation colored concealer to blend that outer portion. Then jumping into Spirina, the pink shade, I'm using this on a dry brush. I decided it was better on a dry brush just because I was going over the top of that concealer. So I'm completely covering the lid, and then I'm getting it as close to that little cut crease area as I possibly can with this kind of brush. And then I'm adding it to that outer portion, kind of matching that wing shape. And then I'm going ahead and just dragging that color underneath because I'm gonna make the lower lash line just completely pink. So it's gonna be a nice, soft, smoky pink look. So I'm just making the outer portion meet the bottom. Then jumping once more back into that bluish green shade with my detailed brush, I'm just really sharpening up that cut crease area to make it stand out. And then with a clean pencil brush, I'm just kind of softly blending the upper edges of that line I just put down. Then I'm jumping into the gold glitter liner from NYX, and I'm just adding a nice line across the cut crease area. And then for the lower lash line, I'm using Boots from ColourPop. Then I'm adding mascara and lashes off camera. These are the Lily Lashes in Gaia and the ColourPop Black Mascara. And that's the eyes done. So now onto the highlighter. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous highlighter. I'm using a bit more of a dense brush, and I'm first tapping it onto the cheeks, and then I'm buffing it in circular motions. That's the way I like to use these more glittery highlighters. It just melts it into your skin so nicely. And I'm also popping some of that highlighter onto the inner corner for a little pop, a little highlight. Of course, you guys know I like to drag it underneath and drag it up to meet the crease area. So if you don't like to do that, just stick with the little dot on the inner corner, but I love the way it looks. And then of course, adding this gorgeous lip color. I am kind of using it as a more blotted tone, so I didn't layer it up too much. And now for the gold leaf. So I decided to go ahead and use glitter glue because it didn't seem like it was going to stick to my skin without it. And I'm just using a brush and just kind of picking up some off of my table and patting it onto the cheek. And I'm really just kind of going a bit overboard until I like the amount that I have on there. So this is pretty much it. Alright guys, so this is the completed look using the products from this month's Collective Cosmetics box. I love it, just like I thought I was going to. These colors are gorgeous and they're perfect for spring. This lip color, super beautiful. I kind of went with more of a blotted, kind of muted version of it, but as you saw from the swatch, you could definitely make it the more vibrant in-your-face orange coral. And especially also if you kind of lined your lips first. This is Chi Chi from ColourPop. I just used this in my Voxy Looks video because I had a very similar color. The Becca lipstick that I got, it was more of like a red coral. This is just a true like orange corally color, very vibrant and beautiful. So if you put these two together, it would be super opaque and a little bit darker. But I like this kind of like soft blotted look. It reminds me of the ColourPop blotted lips, that kind of popsicle lip. Either way, it's a beautiful color for spring. Definitely looking forward to wearing this. And the eyeshadows. Love these eyeshadows. The green colors, both of them are gorgeous. And this pink, I don't know if you're seeing it on camera, but when I look in the mirror, I can definitely see it. That kind of weird like shift, that undertone that I was telling you guys about that I saw, I definitely can see it on the eyes. So I don't know if you can see it or if you can see it in the close-up, but it just definitely doesn't look like flat pink. You kind of see there's a little something there in there. Like you might not know what it is, but you see a little something. It just doesn't look like flat pink. So I think it's super beautiful. And it was really fun playing with the gold leaf. Obviously I went with a very generic placement of just doing a little highlight on the cheek, but you know, I do want to try to get more creative with maybe some looks for Instagram. You guys know how much I love following Gandalf Sandwich. She is incredible. If you don't follow her on Instagram, I highly recommend it. I will link her down below. She does these really creative looks and she always has things like gold leaf or flowers or other kind of little elements in the look, and it's just like a close-up of her eye and they just look so beautiful. So maybe I'll start trying to branch out and do something a little bit more creative with it. But for now, you get a little something there. This is what I like to come up with. It's pretty late at night right now when I'm filming this. But yes, and the highlighter. The highlighter definitely is by far my favorite highlighter from Collective Cosmetics so far. I love this highlighter. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous sheen. And I did forget to mention in the beginning of the video, Collective Cosmetics actually gave me a discount code that you guys can use. It's not an affiliate code, it's just a discount code. It gets you 10% off, and it's just Nerdy Girl, so I'll put it right there, and I'll link it down below. It's good for everything with the exception of the subscription boxes, which when you think about it, the price of the subscription boxes is already a really good discounted rate if you actually add it up, purchasing all those items individually. So you're already getting a good discount with the subscription boxes. But like if you've been watching these videos and you've been curious to try maybe some of their singles or highlighters or palettes, I highly recommend the Moon Twin palette, that's my favorite. You can get 10% off of those items with Nerdy Girl. So just thought I'd throw that out there in case you guys want to save a little money. So that's all for this month's box. Definitely very, very happy with it. And I'm super excited about next month's box because you guys know I'm an April baby. So next month's my birthday month. So I'm kind of excited about everything that's coming out in April. It just feels like it's all a birthday gift for me. But yeah, so I'm really hoping that maybe they'll go with like the Aries theme and do like a fiery red color or like a red and orange color. I know they've got some really beautiful like reds and like fiery, like orangey, shifty colors on their site. And I've been dying for them to come out with a white highlighter. I wish they would do like a diamond highlighter for April birthdays, but they mentioned they probably weren't going to do something like that, but they did say that they were going to be coming out with a white highlighter. So as soon as that happens, I'm going to buy it because I love this highlighter. And if I had like a really gorgeous white highlighter, I love a good white highlighter. So yeah, that's all for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.